Okay, we're gonna get rolling. I might pop your glass over here on the table.
I want to look cool. I love Amsterdam. Coming here is it's a lovely city, and it gets this. Every time I come to the ADE, I mean, I was just walking to get here to the record store, and you know, you can breathe the atmosphere. It is, you know, a lot of people traveling here, conferences, music, DJs. It's amazing. Then you come into a cool record store. It's great to be here. We started at BPM, that was our home. That's where Vatos Locos started. My home country, Mexico, Playa del Carmen. We did our third event, Vatos Locos, which was a very, very great success. I mean, my favorite party so far this year. We all know what happened. You know, after having a bad time, they came back, and they came back really strong. And this BPM Portugal was amazing. Locations were great. People turned up. They were great. Everyone can walk behind the DJ booth. That was the great thing, because everyone is just around it, dancing, and it was really good. Stacey Pullin has always been like one of my heroes, you know, Detroit legend. And since we met, we always had this connection, and we flew into BPM, and it's like, okay, let's just play back to back. And we start playing old school stuff, and that is part of the Vatos Locos vibe. They're part of my family. This is a different thing that it just happened. I didn't plan to have this crew as a family now. That's, I think, one of the advantages of our crew, that there's no egos, and everyone gets along with everyone. And I like to keep it this way, because when, you know, someone is doing better than the other ones, then we all push each other. That's kind of the main reasons. I was 18 years old. I left Guadalajara. I had a couple of English people that came to study Spanish in Guadalajara. I was playing professional football back then. And then we ended up becoming good friends, and I spent pretty much 2 years with them in their house. They had the compilations from Fabric, Global Underground, mix compilations, and I got really into this. And then I had a big injury, and I couldn't play anymore. So everything was collapsing, and then for my mom and my grandmother, I left, and I never came back. And then I met some people from Ibiza, real Ibizans, and they invited me to come to Ibiza. I went there for the first time, and well, I used to work for Mission. I was doing flyers, posters. I did everything in the island. That pretty much every single DJ that know me, they know that I used to do that, because I was putting flyers, and then I got to go and ask them for tracks. And part of my connections and heroes and everything was there in Ibiza. You know, people say things happen for a reason. I got all my records stolen from Ibiza, all my collection. Everything that I bought since I moved to London, all of it was stolen. I didn't have anything else. There was no CDs back then, I was just using vinyl. I used to buy my records from Kubla, which was the first shop that Simon is the manager of Phonica Records. That's the first shop. I used to go and buy records there, and then they opened Phonica Records. That was my second kind of like place to go and buy records. And we became friends, and I just basically told him, like, listen, I got all my collection stolen. I need to get it back. My friends did a party, collect money. That's when I get to know people like Mandy from Get Physical. They heard the story and they brought a back catalog with all the records, Steve Bug from Poker Flat. Then Simon helped me with this. We became really good friends, and I went back to London and he offered me a job to work at Phonica Records. So that was kind of like the dream job, to work in a record store. Yeah, to play on that terrace is legendary. You know, since the first time I've been to the terrace when it was totally open, and now coming back there and play, and it's a different, it means a lot. Now, and be there, you're the one now behind the decks playing. It's great. We have new adventures now. We have a new sister label, which is vinyl only, limited. We start with a VA. We have a couple of new artists and the usual suspects we have there, and all the crew are vinyl orientated. I start with vinyl. I want to do my label with vinyl. We're very selective with the music that comes out, so I'm excited.
One more, last one more.
What else I can say?